Hey guys, my name is Ryan, and we're back again with another Spirit Island video. Today we're continuing Fear Week with Shadows Flicker Like Flame and the Darkfire aspect. Once again, we're going to be playing against a random level 6 adversary, though I have deselected England, because we just played against him yesterday, and Habsburg because I just played that matchup last month. So with that being said, let's see if we can spook him. We get the other Habsburg. Okay. Habsburg Mining Expedition. And we got the notorious Board H, which is the only one where we start with all three of our presence in the same land. So that's a bit unfortunate. Creates some issues with range and targeting. Thankfully, we have a gather, not a push with our innate. So hopefully it doesn't punish us too bad. And we're going to get started with a Jungles Explore. Well, I guess we could just let this blight and then kick our presence out. That's one way to break up a triple stack. What to play on the first turn? Since it's kind of hard to prevent anything from happening, kind of want to go for the more scaling option. Playing one of these three cards on turn 1, which will give us 2 elements and give us our innate, which doesn't even do anything. Let's bring this down. Gaining a miner. See, Wilds is very strong against HME. Blight removal is good too. Both of these have everything actually is on element. Gift of Twin Days in solo I think is always pretty underwhelming. And Nature's Connection, I don't think we generally struggle with the elements for Darkfire. Though it is good to... there's all kinds of cool stuff you can do with it. You know, get yourself a whole turn ahead. But I think I want to play something that actually affects the board, whether it be Uncanny Melting or Disorienting Landscape. I think I'm going to take the Disorienting Landscape here. I think the Wilds will scale really well throughout the game. Okay. And what to play? We could do something like a Mantle of Dread, because this is going to be 2 explorers and a town after the Blight upgrade. So Mantle of Dread will kick it down to just a single explorer, and then we can protect ourselves from taking too many Blight in a row. We'll just gather this guy out like so. I'm fine with taking the Blight here. Make use of our Mantle of Dread. Vader phase, skip this event. We get to build here. And then because it's a mining land, the build becomes a Ravage. And because there's already a Blight, instead of cascading, we get an upgrade. And then because of Darkfire, it says that each time an action would destroy your presence, you know, Ravaging is an action, you can push one of those presents instead of destroying it. And so we're going to take the opportunity to spread ourselves out. Just putting ourselves in a land with Tahan because sometimes that's useful. Then we have to go to a Mining Boom. If we're going to be giving up this land, we could just Mining Boom right here. Do something like that. And explore the sands. Great. Slow Fade will take 2 fear. And we will kick some stuff out. Okay, where to go for this next turn? We could do a Concealing Shadows, just because there is a Dahan here. It gets us a little bit of value, and it then unrestricts us from having to only gain a 0 cost if we gain another power card. I do like to spam this G2 as much as I possibly can. Nature's Resilience is another exciting choice. We could just defend the land instead of having to do anything else. I do think it's a card that we should take probably anyways. We can get value here. I'm probably going to try and deal with this offensively. Probably drop something like an Unquenchable Flames there this turn. Visions of Fiery Doom, of course, is a 2-element card. Produces some fear. And that is very nice. I think Nature's Resilience is just a good enough card that we're going to want to hold on to it anyways. We're going to always find value from the card over the course of the game. So we'll do a Concealing Shadows. And we could do a Disorienting Landscape. We could kick an Explorer out with Disorienting, kick an Explorer out with our Innate, and then just full empty the 8. But then that doesn't make sense because we've got this Nature's Resilience, which we can use here. We're probably going to turn it into our Mining Boom land as well. So I think instead we're going to go for this Unquenchable Flames and put some damage down here in the 2. Okay, do our little Concealing Shadows. It's not a great card, and so I don't mind just kind of kicking it around from time to time. And we'll pull this Explorer out. It has to go into a land within range 1 of our Sacred Site, so we'll go this way. Vent. Well, if we take the top option, then we don't even get any value out of this Dahan counterattack. We could discard the Nature's Resilience, but then, yeah, we wouldn't even be able to get ourselves up to 4, and I don't think I'm willing to forget this card. Certainly not willing to forget Unquenchable. So I think we do have to go top here. We have no lands with both Beast and a City, and we have plenty of Dahan, so we'll just take a Blight. Build Disease, and then our Mining Boom. We'll put this up to 8. So a defense 6 will not quite get there, but we do have our Innate to move this Explorer around. Okay. Quenchable Flames here doesn't really get anything done. I don't have any follow-up damage. But land number 7 is looking fairly dangerous. I mean, this does have 2 damage on it. I should have marked that out. So perhaps I just use the Unquenchable Flames just to kill off that town. And wherever we go, we're not going to use the bad lands on this next turn. So I think that's fine. Take a Fear and that damage. Okay, on this next turn, we're looking at Nature's Resilience. Maybe we do something like a Crops. We could do this Disorienting Landscape. Go for +3 energy, go bottom. This doesn't do enough on this turn, and I feel like it's really bad for next turn. So I think I'd rather go top track instead. Trancing Apparitions is an interesting option. That small defend could get some work done here. We could do like a Nature's Resilience and Trancing Apparitions, though that would not give us sufficient elements for our Innate. I think Dry Wood is actually going to be a good card since we have this Badlands here. We'll be able to incrementally gain more value with this card. Let's go Nature's Resilience and then Crops, Wither, and Fade so we can get our Explorer Gather, and that way our defense will be sufficient here in the 8. Defend here for 6. And gather this Explorer out. Ooh, Sacred Sites under threat. So we have 2 Sacred Sites. That'll take a total of 6 energy in order to handle everything. We've got 3 covered already. We could just discard our hand, reclaim, play a major. Or reclaim, gain a major. That wouldn't be so bad. Actually, we only need to discard 1 card and pay 1 energy in order to get full value, so we don't need to be too dramatic. I mean, I certainly want the free value, so we'll go for that. I can imagine us not using this Dry Wood in the short term, so I think I will discard this card and pay an energy. That'll get us 2 damage at each of our sacred sites. Beast generate fear. And 4 Dahan among our lands, only 3 Drat. Gets us a card. Strife in a different land with at least 2 invaders. Doesn't do anything here, so let's just drop it on this city. Okay, Ravage. Okay, destroying a presence every turn does nothing for us, or does nothing against us, so that's totally fine by me. And then we build, and then we Mining Boom. If we Mining Boom here, it's once again an 8 damage Ravage, but we're not reclaiming yet for this Nature's Resilience. Let's go right there. Exploring the wetlands. Alright, that's all 4 terrains. Now that we've taken enough Blight, we no longer have to do double Explorers. So going Blighted in this matchup is not nearly as bad as it could be. We do have to escalate, though, and we have to explore into lands that are, not mountains, not wetlands. So we're going to explore here in the jungles, making it into Assault Land, denying it from exploring next turn. And then we're going to go, I guess, here in the 5. No, we're going to go here in the 8. If we went in the 5, then the 5 would explore going up to 2, and then build going up to 3, and then it would Ravage. But by not exploring the 5 right now, we give us the opportunity to prevent it from ravaging in a few turns down the line. Slow Phase. Only got 1 target for this Crops, Wither, and Fade. So we'll do that. One last turn, gaining a miner before we reclaim. Do like Territorial Strife, just putting damage down. And it's nice to have damage cards because we have Badlands with really nothing useful to do with them. Let's see. I don't think we have... Well, we do have some range 0 powers. Nothing too important, though. Let's do this. We'll go Disorienting Landscape. We'll kick you out, adding a Wilds. And then we'll use our Innate to gather that out. We have to sacrifice a Presence because we have 3 cards in play. So we can just kind of do whatever. We can go here. Skip the next Ravage action in 1 land. Okay, and I'll Blight to a land with buildings. So we can sacrifice 2 Presence to skip a Ravage action, which is great. So one of them we get to prevent, and the other becomes a real Presence sacrifice. So that one will die. This will go over here, and we get to skip the Ravage in the 4. The Beast with Sands with the most invaders, and then get a Fear. And then we get some free defense. Strife in a land with Presence. Okay, skip this Ravage and let that one happen. Build the wetlands. Now we can Mining Boom into either the 6 or the 8, and then that'll prevent it from exploring. So by adding an... it's going to get the 3rd invader anyways, so we might as well prevent it now. We could... This Territorial Strife, probably use it just to clear explorers. Maybe we'll use it to kill some stuff here. Here. I don't think that's going to be a reason for us to do anything in particular with that. Could just... well, these are both going to... Okay, let's do this. The Strife puts us in a decent position here to have it be a little bit bigger. And then explore everything that is not a mining land. Slow Phase. Got 6 here, 6 here. 6 here. But this is the turn where HME kind of shoots itself in the foot because you got all these big dangerous lands that are just not going to do anything next turn. So it is kind of funny how that plays out. Thinking I might want to Territorial Strife, killing off this. Makes the land a lot smaller and easier to deal with. Maybe use like a Favors Call Due, bringing some Dahan in. And then we could like Nature's Resilience here. And we could use our Concealing Shadows here. Yeah, it's just a shame that we wouldn't be getting the Fear from Favors Call Due. But getting the board position might be better. Because otherwise, like, everything is going to Ravage. And that gets pretty scary fast. Yeah, we'll do that. Favors Call Due. We could also just Favors into the 6. That way we get the Fear. And we'll probably get multiple Terra level 2 Fear cards on the next turn. It's something like this. Bargains of Power and Protection. That is interesting. We don't have any water, so we're not going to be able to Threshold at this turn. We're short on like everything. Yeah, this is not a very exciting set of cards. Might go for like an Entwined Power just because you can use it to gain more cards. Having it replace... probably going to use Dry Wood here. Maybe we'll use it to replace... Crops Wither and Fade really doesn't do anything. It's only just a 2-element card, so I think we'll forget that. So let's see. Get this Nature's Resilience. Territorial Strife seems solid. Though I would like to do something like this. Start producing Fast Fear. So that way we can be a little bit better off. Yeah, I think we'll do this. Nature's Resilience here in the 6. And then we can pick off like these 2 Explorers. Maybe pick off these 2 because there's all kinds of things like, you know, add a Strife in a land with Presence that we could get. Protect ourselves. The most important thing really is picking up the 5. So that way we protect ourselves from this build. With the Sacrifice of Presence, so we'll take this guy out. Destroy a presence from each spirit. Okay, and then we get a Blight from the box. Cool, so we can go... we're just kind of like shuffling things around in a circle, I guess. Maybe we just start breaking up these sacred sites because we can rebuild them. Add a beast to a land with no buildings, no blight. 1 or 2 Dahan into a land with no Dahan setup symbols. So we could do something like this. Hey, Strife a Town. There we go. Set ourselves up for the opportunity to win. The -1 health, don't think is going to be relevant. We only have 1 damage here. And that's going to have 2. Ooh, moves an Explorer town from Beast or an Explorer from land adjacent to Beast. So most value is just here in the 4. And that's great because now we can solve it with the Mantle of Dread. Okay, Ravage, take the Strife. Build in the lands that are not mining. And every land is mining, so there's no builds at all. But now we do a mining boom. I'm considering doing Unquenchable Flames here. And then we could come in and ping it with Dry Wood. Fast. So we're doing a little bit of back-to-back action in the same land. We can absorb that. And we do get the jungle. Okay, we get to explore lands that are not present, which is only, jungle. So we could go like here and here. Okay. We could use this Mantle of Dread. Maybe do something like this. Fear 2 damage out of Badlands. Play a Dry Wood in this land, killing off Explorer Town. We could do... let's see. Yeah, we're in a really tough position. Lure of the Unknown is a good card, though. That's a really good card. Because we can use our innate to, kick some explorers around, and then we can pull this town into the 6. And then that would turn off this land. So, right now, we've got 4 Blight coming down, right? 5, I guess, because of the build, right? Plenty more. So we use this. That'll stop 2 Blight, taking us down to 3. That'll also stop a Blight, taking us down to 2 for the turn. Definitely interested in some Blight removal. Could use... Well, I don't even have to Disorienting Landscape. I could just kill off both these Explorers with my innate by playing any card. I think a Territorial Strife to hammer down on the 2 would be good. Killing off 3 Explorers I think will be important. Do get to gain a presence. We have a very cheap hand. We could go bottom and then Ain Energy and play the whole grip next turn. But I think I want energy for a better major. We already have so much energy. Yeah, okay. We'll take -1 energy. We'll do this. This gives us choices. Okay, so we'll go ping, ping, 2 fear. Lure. Oh, no, we had to go up here. Might be. Lure that out. Pay an energy for 2 fear. And then we do 1 damage plus 2. Sacrifice a presence for the turn. Okay, we'll do that. Oh, wait. Did I miss the whole Blight from the box on last turn? When we did the Wetlands Ravage? We didn't take any Blight at all. Okay, so we didn't gain value. Alright. Terror level 2. +1 damage doesn't make a difference. Ooh, Blight removes stuff. I wonder what the timing is with Strip the Land Bare relative to Averse Rewarded. It's when it would cascade after a Ravage action adds Blight. I wonder what the timing is on that. Disease to an inland land with the most buildings. A disease is also a Ravage skip. We have 3 to Hanamara lands. We gain an energy and reclaim a card. No, not regain a unique. We reclaim a card. Unquenchable. Nature's Res is surely the answer, right? Alright, we're going to take a break and we're going to figure out the timing on Strip the Land Bare. So I checked in on the rules channel on Discord, and they said that it should work in my favor. Basically, being able to get the mining upgrade, so we get a town, and then we get to remove it because of the Strip the Land Bare trigger. So I will accept it because it works in my favor. Anyways, now we get to resolve 2 fear cards, Terror level 2. 1 damage per Dahan. Okay. Fear Purport with the Dahan and Invaders. And we get some free defense. Cool, cool, cool. Ooh. This is always great. We don't have too many triggers. We get one here and we get two here. And so like doesn't change the mining status. However, when we ravage, we're gonna blight, upgrade, then remove, and now this is no longer a mining land, and even if it explores, it's still not a mining land. So that's a really big deal. These effects, like angry mobs, are often just like mediocre against like any other adversary, but they can be wildly dramatic against something like HME. That is one of the things I find very interesting about this, is how certain effects that are often like irrelevant become insanely good, or at least different. Another example being scapegoats. Level 1 and level 2 kill explorers, and it's like whatever. Stage 3 is insane, right? You kill a bunch of towns, but against HME, just killing off these explorers completely changes the game. We can only target a couple lands with our mining boom. 7, we could just, maintain its status. But I kind of want to kill that off so that way with the territorial strife. So we're going to go here. Mountains, and then we have to go to either sands or wetlands. So we can do this. Okay, slow phase, territorial strife. Now this is no longer a mining land. We've got 2 mining lands. Of course, we can use our innate to like pick off these explorers, and this will no longer be a mining land. So really, we've got just this land here, and we do have a nature's resilience. So I think we are safe going into next turn. And even if we don't get anything exciting, we could just play like some of these, like really any 2 of these cards, and that'll give us the elements we need just to gather this guy out, even if we don't get the fear. Do I go for a minor or a major here? Because I'm stable, I'm kind of thinking about going for a minor and just playing 4 cards, and then seeing if we can, like, because we have Mantle of Dread and Lure of the Unknown, by hitting that 4th card play, I mean, I guess you could do it on 3 with this free element, but makes it a lot easier to do it with 2. Being able to hit this top level innate, which is not an insane innate, but it has text. And with double Badlands, it has good text. Okay, Sky's Herald, bringing destroyed presence back isn't going to do much. We can't really lose presence. I think we're definitely playing this Favors Call Due, by the way. We want to get these Dahan in the game, even if we don't get the fear. Hazard Spread, getting more beasts, getting more Badlands across the island is very strong. Do like Hazard Spread. Though the nice thing about Guardian Serpents is that having another defend card means that we're not as reliant on hitting this Nature's Resilience. And I think that's a good enough reason to take it. Hazard Spread, I guess, like, it's a good card, but it's not like game breaking. We have plenty of other air. Go here. We need a Sacred Site for this Nature's Resilience. Could just do an Entwined Power just to gain a bunch of cards. You in solo you draw 4, keep 2. Like a poor man Starlight. And do any of these cards do anything? I guess adding a Wilds here in the jungle is a very nice thing to do. So Disorienting Landscape it is. Okay, so we're going to gather this Explorer out, and then we're going to Disorienting Landscape to kick it over. Do we want to go for majors here? No, because we're probably not going to want to keep 2 majors, right? But we're probably going to want to keep 2 of these minors. Something like Importance of Disaster, Delusions of Danger, just picking them up for raw fear would be cool. Was really hoping for some blight removal, honestly, because 2 blight on the card is a little too sketchy for me. Sacrifice a presence. Just keep spreading out. But actually, we will probably need to Nature's Resilience something here, so we'll go this way. Terra level 2. Oh no! Mining lands, all ravaging lands, are going to do more damage. It's not good. Choose a land with disease. We have none. We get 1 fear. So let's see if this can do anything about that town. Ooh, yes, that will deny all of our problems. So 1 damage to each to up to 2 invaders. So we could do a damage like here and here. We get 2 Badlands, so we get 2 extra damage and kill off that city. That's real nice. So now there are no salt lands on the board. And this is defended for 6, ravaging for 4, so we're all protected here. Go build, build. And then we get to Mining Boom. Think about Mining Booming here. Just because if it pops up, we could use our innate. I think we have a lot of tools to deal with this. Then Mountain Jungles. Yeah, Nature's Resilience here is pretty strong. Okay, and all we have left is a Favors Called Due. Where are we choosing to defend? We want some Dahan here. So maybe this land number 1, we'll just hit it with our fast damage range 0 card again. Dry wood. So we're going to target here or here. And we get 3 extra damage if we can swing hitting this here. We get to kill, like gather and explore, kill 2 explorers, and then do 3 damage, getting it down to a single explorer. So that'll solve this, which means that we'd want to go this way with our Dahan. No fear, but we have the Dahan there now. Yeah, we need to reclaim. Let's gain a major. Ooh, that's an exciting one. Because it's blight removal. That's why it's exciting. This one, Terrifying Nightmares. We'll easily be able to get the 6 fear, so that could help us fear bomb at the end. Definitely getting rid of the Entwined Power. We can just forget that. I think it's between Thickets and Terrifying Nightmares. What are we playing this turn? So if we play a Nature's Resilience to get the 4, then we need to hit our... We need to use Dry Wood. And we can only play 1 more energy worth of cards. 5, 6, 7. So we're not going to be able to do that. Unless if... Yeah, because we're triple ravaging in the mountains. We have to be able to deal... Like, this defend is insanely important here. Something like that doesn't really get much done. At least it gets the Explorer and the Fear, which is cool. I wonder, what if we did like a thickets, replacing nature's resilience, playing the concealing shadows? I don't think that's very good. And we're probably going to be left to an event here. We have the air. We don't need to worry about that. Yeah, we're not going to be able to hit the elements unless if we play a 2-element card and then replace natures with a 1-element card, or dry wood becomes a different 2-element card. So we would have to, in fact, those are all of our 2-element cards right here. So if we were to do this, we could hit the full innate. And how does that work? We've got too many cities to push for a victory immediately. It does stop the triple ravage here. Yeah, it solves both these triples. We could use the Lure of the Unknown to pull an Explorer out of the 6 going into the 5. It does create an additional build, but it also solves that land. That leaves only the 1, which is double ravaging, as a potential problem. I guess one thing I should have considered, instead of killing the city in the 1, we could have killed 2 towns on our last turn, and that would have insulated us against this Explorer. But, alas, that was a foolish moment, as they say. If we do that, we produce 5 fear, which is only 1 Terror level 3 card. Yeesh. It's a bit sketchy. Do think it might be the play. And so I think I'm going to take the Terrifying Nightmares in order to get a 6 Fear Bomb. So I think that's, like on our next turn, we're going to try and win in the next fast phase. So we'll go Nature's Resilience, defend for 6. Gather an Explorer, kill 2 Explorers for 2 fear. And then we get to do 3 damage, and then get an extra fear per invader destroyed. So boom, boom, plus 2 more fear. Lure of the Unknown. And then we have to sacrifice a presence. We'll go this way. It only takes 1 damage to add Blight. Yeesh. We get to push a town from a land with a beast. Okay, I can do that. And then Dahan defends for 2, which means that this land will be fully defended. And so, yeah, we'll leave that there. But, do we want to do a beast push elsewhere? Pushing this to, like, here prevents a build. It's fine. And do we survive? Any number of explorers or towns from any one land. So, right now we're taking 2 blight because of the salt plus the jungles. So if we move that into the sands, then we take 1 blight. And we can deny a build by doing this. So now we'd salt, ravage here and here, take 1 blight. And then, yeah. So, yeah, no, we survive. We absolutely survive. Great. Ravage in the salt. Let's go this way for Dahan at range 0. Ravage in the mountains. Build the mountains. Build the jungles. Mining boom. We'll mining boom. Let's see. Mantle of Dread's going to go here, so we'll mining boom here, I guess. Exploring the sands and mountains. Okay, we are 9 fear away from winning. We got 6 of it right here, so we only need 3 fear right now, which we have on these 2 cards, so I believe we should have a fear victory locked up. So that means we can kind of just do whatever the heck we want. It won't really matter. Fear, damage. Okay, it was sketchy. It was absolutely sketchy. But we got there. Gain 3 energy. Play, I don't know, 5 cards because that sounds fun. Throw just random cards on the table. And yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, great. With 5 cards, can't even hit our innate, even with the free element. That's pretty sweet. Then we play Terrifying Nightmares for 6 fear, and that is a fear victory against HME 6. That was not comfortable. That was not sweet. I'm sure that I made all kinds of mistakes through that. Yeah. You know what I just realized? I talked about how I didn't want to play against Habsburg Livestock Colony because I featured that matchup, but I remember way back, like when Nature Incarnate was being originally spoiled, we had this aspect and HME spoiled, and I think way back I did play this exact matchup a long time ago, but I don't think it was against level 6. It definitely would not have been. That's funny. Wound up kind of redoing a matchup anyways. Regardless, that was a fear victory, and it was about as scary as it could be, coming right down to the wire, completely relying on events and fear. So, hey, it is what it is. A win is a win. At the end of the day, it goes down as a dubs. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have yourselves a glorious day.